there are tons of amazing strand weapons out there that currently dominate the PvP meta. The Immortal SMG, the Rufus's Fury, Round Robin, and even the new strand scout rifle, the Taraxippos. All of these weapons are currently at the top of their archetype, but what if I told you that we can make all of these strand weapons even stronger? The strand build I'm bringing you today lets you make tangles on demand in PvP so that you can pull off some amazing gameplay like you're seeing in the background, where the explosion from the tangle lets you get multi-kills with ease. We also get damage resist, flinch resistance, orb of power generation, insane mobility through grapples, suspend through or dodge on top of all this that make this build have some of the best kit I've ever seen in PvP. In particular, two strand weapons truly shine with this build, Round Robin and the other is the Taraxippos. So if you love either of those weapons, you'll definitely want to try this build out. The build has perfect synergy from the exotic armor we use all the way to each and every fragment, aspect, and even the mods on our armor, so you'll want to stick around to the end of the video. Dim link for the build will be in my Discord, link for which will be in the comments or description below. Let's get into it. At the heart of the build is the Hunter exotic helmet, Crytarachne's Facade, which grants woven mail and flinch resistance whenever we use our grapple. Now, woven mail provides 25% damage resist in PvP on body shots, which helps you survive so many situations, and the flinch resistance is very noticeable in any gunfight. But the real benefit of woven mail comes from our first fragment of the build, Thread of Transmutation. When woven mail is active, any weapon kill we perform generates a tangle. Now, tangles can be picked up and thrown onto enemies, but the better way to utilize them is to shoot them to cause an explosion. Thanks to our artifact perks this season, this is enhanced even more. Untangler, when we shoot a tangle with a strand weapon, it suspends targets by the explosion, and then Threaded Blast in the final column. When we shoot a tangle with a strand weapon, it creates a larger and more damaging explosion. Now, I loved using Round Robin in particular for this because it only took one bullet from Round Robin to cause the tangle to explode, whereas weapons like Immortal, Rufus's Fury took a few bullets. Taraxippos was also easy to use as well, just because you tend to sit quite far back with a scout rifle, and so it's easy to plink away at the tangle to cause an explosion. Our first aspect, Widow's Silk, grants us 2 charges of grapple, so you can place one grapple down tactically in an area and then keep on refreshing the buff provided by Crytarachnes by using the second grapple on that first grapple point infinitely. It's really easy to set up when using something longer range like a 120 hand cannon or a scout rifle. Then, thanks to Thread of Ascent, whenever we use our grapple, we also gain a whole host of other benefits. We instantly reload our weapon, we gain 30 handling, 40 reload speed, and 30 airborne effectiveness for 15 seconds. Meaning we not only have damage resist and flinch resist from woven mail before an engagement, but we also have all these buffs on top. In terms of the rest of our strand build, I used Marksman's Dodge because both the Taraxippos and Round Robin rolls I was using have kill clip in the final column, which helps us snowball the build even further. And Marksman's Dodge lets you instantly reload your weapon after a kill, activate kill clip, and then destroy your opponents. We then use Strafe Jump, Threaded Spike, Grapple Grenade. We talked about Widow's Silk. Our second aspect is Ensnaring Slam, which lets you dive down and suspend enemies. We already covered Thread of Transmutation and Thread of Ascent. I then use Thread of Generation, which lets you generate tons of grenade energy from just damaging opponents. Thread of Continuity makes your suspend apply for longer, which not only applies to Ensnaring Slam, but also to your Tangle Explosion suspend as well. It's a must for the build. Thread of Warding lets you get woven mail on picking up orbs of power, but in actuality, the 2 grenade charges with Thread of Generation and a high discipline stat were enough to get woven mail practically whenever I needed. For our stat distribution, you want high stats in mobility, recovery, and discipline relatively equally. For my personal preference, I went recovery first, then discipline, then mobility. Discipline you don't need 100 per se because Thread of Generation is so good, and then mobility is always useful on Hunter, but in this build it takes a backseat to our Grapple Grenade. Then go for 3 Resilience as a baseline, then Intellect, and finally Strength in that order. For our mods, on my cloak I run 1 Reaper and 2 Bombers so that when we dodge, our next kill guarantees an Orb of Power spawning and we gain back grenade energy. When we pick up that Orb of Power, thanks to our mods on our boots, double innovation, and 1 stack of absolution, we gain back even more grenade energy so that we can keep the grapple grenade and woven mail combo going. And then we run the relevant unflinching, dexterity, and targeting mods. For our weapons, my favourite weapon to run with this build was Round Robin with Enhanced Keep Away and Enhanced Kill Clip. After activating Kill Clip, your next headshot will hit for 100, meaning you can 2-tap practically everyone apart from those at 10 resilience. And like I said, the gun requiring only one bullet to cause a tangle explosion is insane. The other option you have is the default Taraxippos roll given to you at the start of Guardian games. Again, once with Kill Clip active, it will start hitting for 67 on a headshot, meaning that you can 3-tap people from miles away at 0.67 seconds. For the energy weapon, I recommend something short range like an SMG or a shotgun. My personal preference was the exotic shotgun duality, just because you have both modes of firing, which gives you so much versatility. So there you have it, the most fun build I've used in 6v6 game modes for a long time. We literally caused so many strand explosions with it, and we have access to a 2-tap from Round Robin or an easy 3-tap from Taraxippos as well, making the build potent from both an ability point of view and from a pure gunplay point of view as well. If you enjoyed what I talked about today, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Destiny builds, both PvP and PvE. I'm Mr. On It, and that's it for today. Peace out, guys.